An ATAK 2.0 tutorial on the route manager. I'm going to create a route for hiking, and I'm going to start that route. I'm not actually going to navigate the route itself. I'm going to start by hitting the route manager tool, then create a route. I'm going to create a new one, although creating using import from KML is awesome, especially if you have a really long one you created from Google Maps or whatever it is. You can also import, I believe, a GPX there. It's gonna be an infill. It's our primary, and we could choose our route color, but we're not going to bother with that. So we're going to start the hike right here. I'll park the car there and zoom in just a little, and we're going to walk along this trail. I'm going to drop a checkpoint right there because there's a Y in the trail. We're going to cross this field through the wooded part as much as we can, and then we get here. There's another control point. Then I'm going to switch to my USGS map because I know what the contour is along the trail here. I want a checkpoint right there because there's a Y in the trail, and when you go along the north side of the trail, north side of the ravine, excuse me, it's a much nicer hike. I dropped a couple of CPs there because I've got fat fingers. Get rid of those later. Now, you know what? I'll get rid of them now so you can see how undo works. I'll undo, and then zoom back up here. And I don't want one there either. Okay, so now back along the trail. And now I need to switch back. I'm a little off, I think. Well, that's pretty good. Actually, I'm going to undo one there. Probably one more because we want to be just a little closer there. We get here, we're going to drop another CP. I'll get rid of that now. My CP there, and then we'll go to along the edge of the field. And that's where we're going to meet. Okay, so that's the end of the route. And we're going to look at the statistics. We've got our various checkpoints, which you can name individually if you wish. For instance, well, we'll do that in a minute. First, I want to show you the elevation profile for the route. Relatively flat, you see, until you get to CP3, and then it quickly drops off a lot. Now, you can look at reveal statistics here about your total distance. It's almost a mile. The drop is about 400 feet there, you see. You can also look at what the elevation is any place along the way. You can drag this along, for instance. Let's see the elevation gain or loss, altitude, etc., as well as the coordinate. Okay, so you can stretch this. If you have a very long route, you can stretch this to see your local altitude, and you can also scroll it. All right, so that's your elevation profile, and you can export this entire route if you wish to KML or GPX. And so now that you've got your route, actually I want to edit the route. So I'm going to click to edit, and I've got a couple of little things that I want to fix. It was pretty good, but I just want to zoom in here and fix this one little dot. There's two little things, I guess. Here, this is the one I want to get rid of. Now, in this case, I'm going to super zoom in, and I'm going to get rid of that. Well, actually, I think I'm going to move it here. Okay. I could also, if you're zoomed out, so you're not over-resolving, I could, for instance, take this point and use the meniscus to choose precisely where I want that point. Okay, so my route is done. I'm going to bring the tray out, end editing, and I'm good to go. Now I'm going to start the route where you saw. I'm going to pick whatever checkpoint happens to be nearby, and I'm going to click Start Route. And you see that went to the first one. I can choose Previous here. Now I'm at the beginning. You see it gives me the bearing line as well as my heading and range bearing. Long press to give me the distance to the end of the route, or short press down here to give you the distance to the next waypoint. On the lower right here, you see you have the total and your ETA, and then if I go next, you see it gives me the distance to each of those waypoints as the crow flies. Now let's see, to get out of here is quit nav. Yeah, there was one more thing I wanted to show. If you navigate the route, you can go next, right? And you see it's auto zoom on, so you'll see the whole thing. But if I move my position, I'm going to pick my point up and move it because I don't have my GPS on at the moment. If I put it here, now you see it's to the next waypoint, but it's the distance to the end. I can reverse, and now I'll go the other way, and it'll just traverse them. You see, next moves me to the next waypoint going the other way. So that is navigation. I think it's a fairly useful tool for both hiking and some types of driving when you want to know the direction as the crow flies especially. And you can import things from Google Maps, for instance. I like to import those. Okay, if you have any questions, post them to the forum or drop us a line. Thanks a lot, and let us know what you think of ATAK 2.0.